guys, today let's talk about fat adaptation. How do you know you're fat adapted and what are the signs? So if you've been following me for a while, you know how to follow the ketogenic diet because I provide tons of tips for you on easy, quick, under 5-minute videos for the most part on how to do the ketogenic diet and get your best results based on research and my own personal experience, as I not only lost 75 pounds after my first babies were born with the keto diet, but now I'm on my transformation after my third baby. I want to jump right into this topic because so many people ask me this question. How do you know if you are fat adapted? And the difference between fat adaptation and ketosis, because right when you first start the ketogenic diet, your body is making a lot of changes, but you still have glucose in your system, and it takes some time for your body to start efficiently burning fat for fuel and to burn through all of that glucose before you do so. So you could be in ketosis but not be fat adapted yet. You could be testing with the urine strips and seeing high levels of ketones but not be fat adapted yet. Now we want to strive for being fat adapted because you will lose weight while you are in the process of becoming fat adapted or fat loss, but you want to get to that fat adaptation because it makes this lifestyle so much easier. And it really, point number one, you know that that your body is fat adapted because all of a sudden it doesn't feel like a diet anymore. It feels like a lifestyle that you can do easily. You're no longer hungry. You no longer think about food all the time, and you can go longer stretches in between meals before you start eating or before you even think about food, and it doesn't bother you. So that's one big sign of fat adaptation. The next one is you no longer crave sugar, you crave fat. So if you wake up in the morning and instead of craving cereal and pancakes, you're like, I could really go for some bacon and some eggs and some avocado. That sounds amazing. And when that starts happening, that's how you know your body is efficient on running on fat and you just don't have those carb cravings anymore. If you're constantly thinking about carbs and you're constantly craving that sugar, that means you're in that space right before fat adaptation when your body is still trying to get rid of all of the glucose. It's still there. So you need to get beyond that point. And once you do, it becomes so much easier. The next really big sign is that you have high energy, high mental focus, clarity, all of these things. Sometimes on the journey to becoming fat adapted, you can feel tired, you can feel run down, you can go through the keto flu, all of these things. Some people get keto rashes. That is the transition of going from the glucose to fat adaptation as fuel. So your body is kind of like a dual metabolism. It's burning glucose and it's burning fat. But once you are primarily burning fat and you are fat adapted, you're going to be so sharp. You're going to be able to go long periods of work and just feel great and be on your game, all of those things. You're just gonna feel amazing. The mental clarity is a huge part of the keto diet. You're no longer fogged by all of those carbs and the ups and downs of the daily glucose that can come when you eat and then you feel tired and all of that. So you should have lots of energy, and it should be sustained energy, and it should last all day. Now, if you are tired and you think that you are fat adapted, like you've been doing this for a while, then I want you to try drinking a giant glass of water. Don't go for the coffee, go for the water, because most likely what's happening there is that you are dehydrated. Try that. It works for many of the people that I have that are working on the ketogenic diet and have struggled with energy after becoming fat adapted. The next one is that the keto strips, the urine strips, stop changing color. Now, in the very beginning, and you're starting to do the keto diet, you might purchase those strips in the pharmacy to test your ketones to see if you are in ketosis and doing the diet right. And when you first get started, you'll see high levels of ketones, and that's very motivating. You feel great. Now, a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, all of a sudden the strips are registering trace or non-existent or maybe moderate. That's actually a really good sign that you are fat adapted. Your body is efficient at utilizing fat for fuel, and you are burning those ketone bodies. Those ketone bodies, they're the byproduct of the fat that you are burning, and your brain is efficient at utilizing them. Your body is efficient at utilizing the ketones. So it's not showing up in your urine anymore, and that is one really good sign that your body is becoming fat adapted and getting those enzymes it needs to break down the fats and be running and burning as much fat as it possibly can to fuel your body. So how long does it take to become fat adapted? It can take between 2 to 3 weeks typically. When you switch over to the keto diet after following the standard American diet or even a clean eating lifestyle, when you switch over to the ketogenic diet, it can take between 2 to 3 weeks all the way up to 6 weeks. So for some people it takes more time. It really just depends on you. Everyone is so different. What I recommend is focus on the way that you are feeling with this lifestyle. If you feel great, if all of a sudden you're starting to lose those addictions to food and you're starting to eat because you feel your body's telling you to eat, not necessarily because you emotionally want to eat, these are all really good signs that this lifestyle is right for you and you should keep going. So fat adaptation is great. You want to strive to get to that point because it makes it so much easier to continue on effortlessly. Some people that struggle to get to that point, like they can't get beyond the first couple weeks to even get into fat adaptation. Like they start the ketogenic diet, they fall off track over and over again, maybe on day 3 when the glucose stores starts becoming depleted and you're kind of hit with like those intense cravings. For those type of people, you might want to try a 10-day experience to help get you over that hump. What that does is it provides exogenous ketones, which basically supercharges the benefits of ketosis within your body so that you can resist those cravings, and it helps you get to that point where all of a sudden your body is efficiently running on fat for fuel and you no longer crave the sugar and the heavy carb types of foods. So if you want to try exogenous ketones, I have 10-day experiences on my blog. I'll put the link in the description. Otherwise, try to really eat more fats, more calories. Don't even look at the calories while you're trying to get over that hump, because that can be the hardest part. And the majority of people that I know that fall off track just trying to get into the lifestyle. You know, not after they've been doing it for a while. It's usually trying to get into the lifestyle. So if you're someone who thinks that, you know, you've struggled, you keep trying, you keep struggling, and you're tracking your macros in an app, try adding more fats, eating more. When you're all of a sudden getting these cravings, go for something really high fat and don't focus on the calories, because eventually you're going to stop wanting to eat so much. You're going to just feel full on less and you're going to go longer stretches without eating, and that all comes later down the line if you can get beyond that first week. So hopefully this video helped you guys. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I have tons of tips and tricks for you, but I'm also going to be uploading tons of content to inspire and motivate you to reach your ultimate goal. And I have an Instagram that has amazing stuff on there because I absolutely love Instagram. And so because I love it, it's something that I've been focusing a lot of my time on. Be sure to check out my Instagram page. I'll put the link in the description for that as well. I put keto recipes, but also as I am working on reaching my own health goals this time around for this third transformation, you're going to be getting up-to-date little before and afters there too. So follow me there. Thanks guys for watching this one. Take care.